It's away. Favourite Backus, fielder. Sure if that somehow got underneath the protective visor. It certainly looks as though it's had the stitches breaking the skin. Right eye.
A very, very nasty delivery. And Boycott was undone at the finish by the lift and pace. And Bernard Thomas has gone out to have a look. Certainly it's cut him around the eye. He does, of course, wear contact lenses. And I would be surprised if he doesn't come off.
With that one, it was a firm stroke, good length delivery. He was playing forward, trying to drive, and it still bounced a couple of times on its way through to those fielders.
There's a bouncer, beautifully hooked too by Graham Gooch, and that's rattling away to a square leg. And the first down this morning that Barry Mayer signals for. Brings Gooch down now to face Croft. There's no third man, uttered before. Nice piece of placement there by Graham Gooch. West Indies, who gave an awful lot of runs away at Old Trafford, disposing with their third man. They keep a long leg, but still without a third man.
Shot by Graham Gooch, the ball slanting across his body, bowler coming around the wicket, and he was hitting just about 90 degrees across it in the end. That's what's happened so far on this first morning. Geoffrey Boycott retired hurt 3, Graham Gooch not out 23, Brian Rose not out 13. Thick outside edge again from Brian Rose. Gives him 4 more runs. Just one more over bowled up to the luncheon interval, and that by Vivian Richards. It was a maiden, and the lunchtime score 67 without loss, with Boycott retired hurt for 3. Nice to see a spinner on in the first session of play, even if it's only a part-time spinner. The West Indies having left out their main spin bowler, Derek Parry. Just 5 runs added after the luncheon interval. Here's Michael Marshall now. He's coming in to bowl to Brian Rose, and your commentators Mike Smith, and with him Jim Laker.
No third man, and West Indies will suffer for it. That race is away for 4 once again. So those are first runs for Brian Rose since lunch. He goes on to 29, the total to 76 with Gooch on 32. It's a good shot. That's 4 runs. Rare half volley there from Joel Garner, and Brian Rose making absolutely no mistake.
Up for England, and of those 100 runs, Graham Gooch has now made 49, 34 to Brian Rose. Half century to Gooch. He's 50 in 169 minutes. He's faced only 92 balls. And it's his 9th Test half-century. Interesting to see him come back over the wicket. I think the West Indians must have a lower opinion of the off-spinning ability of the England spinners Embury and Willey than I have, because they've been allowing Croft to get down just outside the line of the stumps there, almost without check. He's been officially warned by umpire Oslier once, but those off spinners coming from the pavilion end, there's quite a worn area already.
And for Gooch now, it's just a single slip. Kallicharran slip, extra covers in. West Indies on the defensive. And that's still a good shot. It's beaten Haynes. It'll go through for 4. And Graham Gooch getting his just desserts there. In the previous over, he played 3 cracking shots. Didn't get a run, but should have been fielded, I think, by Haynes, but makes up for the others. Well, we'd almost given up hope of showing shots like that this summer. But around the popular site, stripped to the waist. That's short, and it's 4 runs. Was, of course, a no ball. Oh, and it was a great effort. A superb effort there, right off the middle of the bat. It's not been his season at all. And poor old Gordon Greenidge just wonders when one is going to stick.
It really was a tremendous hit from Graham Gooch.
He's made certain this time. That's another 4. Croft dropping it short. Bad ball there from Colin Croft. And Graham Gooch made the most of it. Croft again to Gooch. Oh, superb shot. No need to move. Flashed the bat, stood perfectly still. 4 more. And the 150 comes up. And this is a great innings here now from Graham Gooch, who's really found his touch in the last half hour. Goes on to 81. Well, I would think that Michael Holding will be trying to put the brake on again. And he's out. Yes, up goes a finger. Graham Gooch didn't want to look, but Barry Mayer's finger went up, and it's Holding the man who's done it again for West Indies. Ended a really excellent innings there from Graham Gooch for 84, and the first English wicket goes down with a score on 156. An immense disappointment for the crowd, who fairly revelled in the last half hour of this Graham Gooch stroke play.
And there's the delivery that removed Graham Gooch. Perhaps he'd had such a good over the over before, he was a little bit loose. And Michael Holding pitching one sort of middle, and probably would have hit middle and leg.
That's it. Single steered away down to a 3rd man. Brings Brian Rose. Another 50, following the very good 70 he made at Manchester. He's 50 coming off 130 balls. Just 7 minutes over the 3 hours. And it included 6 fours. And he's bowling all over the place, and it's so often the case. Good partnership ends, one goes and the other follows swiftly afterwards. Brian Rose, clean bowl there for around 50. And England 157 now for 2. Some recompense there for Colin Croft, who has really had the treatment in the last few overs. In his 16th over, his first wicket has cost him 62. So Wayne Larkins has seen little of the strike since he came in. He's got a chance now to get off the mark with Holding the bowler. And does so straight away. Nice little push through mid-wicket. 2 very easy runs here.
Seven more runs added to take the score up to 167 for 2 at tea. 3 of those runs off the bat, and there were 4 extras. We pick up play now in the 6th over after tea. There have been 2 singles, both of them to Boycott, and 2 no balls to go on to the England score. It was 171 for 2 when Malcolm Marshall came in to bowl to Boycott. With me in the commentary box is Tom Greville. No ball, and that was similar to the way Geoff Boycott was injured earlier. Short ball, although this one's not quite as short as the one where Croft hit in this morning. But Boycott had plenty of time to evade that, as the angle that poses the problem, coming around the wicket, the ball crowding in at the batsman all the time. Shot. No ball call came first, but I don't think Larkins changed his stroke. Oh, very close. Yes, I'm afraid that always looked as though Garner had a chance of picking up Larkins there. A couple of times Larkins has pushed the pad of the ball without playing a stroke, and then he's also been struck on the pads. In the meantime, he played 1 or 2 delightful strokes, notably the one down the ground off Marshall. But West Indies now have struck for the 3rd time. Joel Garner has Wayne Larkins LBW. Ball cutting back quite sharply.
Got in away his first run, and Boycott will have to hurry. If that had hit, it would have been very, very close indeed for the Yorkshireman. Mike got him very anxious to get off the mark. First boundary for Mike Gattin there, making the most of it. The over pitch, long half volley, driven very firmly through extra cover. So the 200 comes up for England, and comes up in quite good time. We're on in the 60th over. Change in the West Indian attack. It's still to be the tall, athletic Jamaican. And there, Boycott ran the first one quickly because he knew there was every chance of coming back for the second. Didn't seem quite right to me. That he's looking at his bat now. I was about to say it wasn't time, but I think he might have got a crack on that bat. Didn't seem to go off as it should have done. And he's signalling there for the dressing room. I think he must have split it.
There's the 50 partnership between Gattin and Boycott, and Gattin has made 15 of those. And in fact, this time it's going to be an official warning for Colin Croft. Gary Mayer's made the signal. But it was a great piece of fielding by Greenwich. So Willie's off the mark. There are still some vacant seats there, but I can assure you they belong to people, as indeed do those on top of Archbishop Tennyson's Grammar School, just away behind our commentary box. They're getting, well, it's not actually a bird's eye view. Oh, good heavens. Oh. Well, I saw him do that, let's see, I think it was in Australia against Jeff Dimmock. The left-hander swinging into him. That's one of the most dangerous shots or non-shots in the book. The law has been specifically changed to stop batsmen doing that, giving them the chance to be out OBW now.
So Holding to start the fifth over with this second new ball. Comfortable single straight away for Mike Gatting. Holding post in 3 slips and a gully for Peter Willey. That's a good Willey shot. So the shot that brought him a lot of fame. Always been a very fine stroke maker, and that's as good a shot as we've seen this morning.
This really is a magnificent shot. The way that foot has got across, and he's really given it the big stick. Beautifully in position, and really hit the ball right in the middle.
It's 2 slips and a gully. Color point mid-off. Square leg mid-on. 2 men back. That's a lovely shot. Hammered away through mid-wicket for 4. And something of a loosener there from Croft, with no great pace, pitching halfway down, and Mike Gatting made the most of it.
Yes, really quite a gentle delivery, and it got the short arm treatment there. Beautifully struck to the mid-wicket boundary.
It's another good shot, over pitch this time, driven very firmly through mid-on. They've already covered 2, we're turning for the 3rd. And they should have no problem in running 4, although the ball has just been stopped inside the ropes. It's a good shot this time. Beautifully timed 4 runs. Backus has given up the chase, races away to square leg. So 300 going up on the board. And he's bowled in, going to hook the short one, wasn't quite short enough. Gatting goes for 48. And that'll bring joy to the West Indian hearts. If ever they needed a wicket, it was in these few minutes here before lunch, and Colin Croft has done it for them. Very disappointed Mike Gatting there. Slight lapse of concentration. He goes for 48, which makes England 303 now for 5. A disappointing end for Mike Gatting, but he played really well. Innings full of good shots, full of concentration.
Indeed, it was an innings full of concentration. I should think that it's ensured that Gatting's name is now very, very heavily penciled in, not only for the centenary test match against the Australians, but for that tour of the West Indies later in the year. Alan Knott came out and faced just a couple of deliveries before lunch without scoring, 303 for 5 at the luncheon interval. We pick up play now after lunch in the 2nd over. Willey has scored a single to take him on to 14. And now has taken the first wicket. He didn't quite time that, and he got it just past Gatting. Brian Rose, the fielder. And a good piece of cricket that from Rose. He chased hard. And a splendid return down there to Graham Dilley. A little touch of nerves here from Vivian Richards. Most un-Richards-like shot that. It's a very good shot from Vivian Richards. It's one of the two men away out behind square leg. It's John Embury, who has been taken away from third slip to behind square, waiting for the hook shot. Although, the times I've watched Richards bat, I haven't really seen him hit anything in the air away back there. I've seen him hit a bit in the air through mid-wicket occasionally, but not out at deep backward square on the fence. That was a good shot. He had just about everything you could ask in a cover drive.
For any young men watching, if they want to see how to play a cover drive, that is absolutely it. Perfect shot, beautifully struck.
It'll be 4 more, there's no third man. And those people who may just have tuned in, please don't believe it's raining. It's the sun beating down here at the Oval. Everyone's out in their sundresses, shorts, no shirts. Marvellous 2 days. Nicely stopped by Boycott. Jeff Boycott came out again today, resumed at 39, went on to 53 before he was run out.
Change of ends now for Graham Dilley. Switch into this pavilion end. A slight breeze behind him as he comes into Haynes. And that's it, he's gone, caught a slip. Haynes, who was let off earlier on, goes this time, no problem at all. Graham Gooch taking a good low catch at first slip. And Desmond Haynes goes for 7. Gooch bowled Dilley with West Indies now 34 for 2.
Once again, change of ends has done the trick, and Desmond Haynes won't be very pleased with that shot, I don't think. He's never got behind it, steered it gently down to Graham Gooch, who took the catch very, very comfortably.
Fayod Bacchus yet to get off the mark. Could very easily have gone there. Very useful delivery. Little extra pace, lift and bounce there from Graham Dilley. Bacchus quite definitely off from a stroke there. They're moving in to complete it over. It's Richards on 12. And a chance. Oh dear, dear.